And keep that applause going for Jesse. Keep it going for Jesse.
I bought my first house when I was 26. It was a 2-bedroom, 1-bath on, it was a cottage on 0.3 acres on the east side of Nashville. Forget this, $130,000. But that was in 2006. I was married at the time, and my wife had gone downstairs to do some laundry and was freaked out by these cave crickets hopping around all over the place. If you don't know what cave crickets are, they're these bugs with these like oblong bodies with googly eyes and long legs, and they just jump around and annoy the hell out of you. They're ugly as sin and scary as hell, but they're totally harmless. And we were so sick of being frightened every time we went downstairs, so we called the exterminator, had him come spray. No more cave crickets. Awesome. Unfortunately, the negative side effect to this is we found out our house was infested with brown recluse spiders. And the reason that I'd find out later is because poison doesn't kill brown recluse spiders, they just avoid it, so they all started coming upstairs. We'd see them scurry across the living room floor. They started collecting in hordes in the corners of each room, underneath the furniture. And a brown recluse bite is pretty gnarly if you don't get it taken care of. It causes necrosis, which eats away your flesh. And apparently it's so bad that the rumor is that there's a brown recluse unit at the Vanderbilt Hospital. The last straw for me was seeing spiders underneath my dog's crate. So I call the realtor and I'm chewing her head off. How dare you sell me this house that's infested with spiders? I want to move out. We want our money back. She said, sorry, we can't do anything. We didn't know they were in there when you signed. So now I'm trapped in this house and I'm scared to fall asleep sitting in furniture. So I do some research and I find out if you can find their nest and eliminate that, you might have a good chance. So lo and behold, the previous owners had grown ivy on the outside of the fireplace, and underneath each leaf is where the spiders would nest and lay eggs. So one hot August summer afternoon, I'm dressed head to toe in sweatpants, I've got a long sleeve shirt on, I've got a beanie on, I've got goggles on, and I've got a mask on. And I take my rake and I just start scraping the ivy off the fireplace, and wouldn't you know it, spiders start darting out in every direction. So to make sure I got the job done, I pick up my Ortho Home Defense Max spray, and like Al Capone with a Tommy gun, I'm just spraying the entire fireplace thinking, all right, this will do it. Didn't make a dent. So I do more research, I dive deeper, I find out these guys are nocturnal. They hunt at night, and they're also cannibals. So one way to combat them is you buy sticky traps big enough to catch mice, and you put them in the corner of each room and at the bottom of each bedpost, because most bites happen at night when they crawl up on your bed, hide in your sheets, and you roll over on them in the middle of the night. But when one spider gets trapped, the others come and try to eat it. So for 6 years, every 3 months, I would go and replace cartridges full of dead spider carcasses and replace them with new ones. And through this process, I had a new respect for spiders. My fear of spiders completely went away. I found them fascinating. They were resilient. They were relentless. No matter how many of them I killed, they kept coming back. They were survivors. Unfortunately, the one thing that didn't survive was my marriage. Not because of the spiders. So we got a divorce, she moved out, and I'm alone in this house. I'm like, I don't want to be here anymore either. So I decided to sell it. And the Nashville market was so hot at the time, I didn't even list the house. Within 2 weeks, the first person that looked at it bought it in cash as is. Meaning, I didn't have to do anything except find a new place to live within 3 weeks, which I did. So as I'm taking my last box to the moving truck, I stop in the empty living room and I look around and I kind of have one last moment with the spiders. I know they're all on the walls watching me. And I have this like happy feeling, like we learned how to cohabitate, we learned how to coexist. Because not one person or one living being that ever came to that house got bit. Thank you. And I wanted them to be as cool to me as they were going to be the new owners, and I thought about leaving the new owners a note saying, hey, here's how you deal with these guys. But I decided against it because I thought maybe the spiders will teach them the same lessons they taught me. Thank you.